Hi, everybody. Damien Cole, XLT podcast. My guest.
The GOAT.
The GOAT. Got the GOAT in the building. Matt Tran's here. We're gonna talk about everything. We're just talking about movies. But let's do an intro first. Matt Tran. He is the host of the Soma show with me. It's a copy of Kill Tony.
It's basically Kill Tony.
But hey, it's okay. We're doing that. And,
Yeah.
And let's see what else. He's a stand-up comedian. He does comedy. Saigon and where else have you performed?
I've mainly just done Saigon.
Yeah. Me too.
And I've done mics in Japan. I've done mics in SF.
Right.
Yeah. But all my bigger shows are out here, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
And he's performing with. You're doing the show with Ahmed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. Ahmed, internationally known Egyptian American comedian, coming out. Yeah.
Nice.
So that'd be cool, man. I mean, he's huge. He's been in the game for a long time, so it'd be an honor.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
that the biggest act you've ever done a show with?
I think so.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. The biggest one so far. Yeah, and it's cool, man. I mean, he came out last year. He was there for was he there for the comedy competition? I don't think so.
He wasn't in it.
No, he wasn't in it, but he was like there for it, right?
Right. I think he was. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's cool. And the scene has grown out here.
Yeah.
I can talk comedy. I can talk about the scene for as long as I want. But
Yeah. All right. Let's do that. So when did you start comedy?
I started 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was kind of just, I was just watching, right? I was just part of the audience. Went to a few open mics, and MK.
Yeah.
Yeah. So MK. She used to do comedy out here, and she ran a mic called The Rousing Drum.
Right.
And what got me into it, like actually go up and perform, was that in between, like, comedians, she would have little games that the audience would play, right? Like, she'll have a prompt up, and then everyone participates in the audience, and then whoever has the funniest prompt, they'll like win something, like they'll win cheese or they'll win like a notebook. And I've been winning these prompts like left and right. I'm like, it's either everyone's shitty or I'm I'm a genius, which wasn't the case, but it was good. It just got me confident to be like, okay, maybe I could do this too. Yeah. So I did my first mic, went up. My 5 minutes was terrible. Yeah. I talked about how Vietnam. I'm so glad that Vietnam found coffee. Yeah. Because if it was heroin or like meth, like they go crazy. There'll be like boutique meth stores, like selling drip V60. And I had another joke about, it was like it was like COVID time. So I went up on 2020, and like COVID was a big topic, and I was talking about how like someone was like an anti-COVID denier on Facebook, and they were talking about all this shit and stuff, and then their wife died. And then all I wanted to do was just like, bitch, fucking, I told you, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, but, I wouldn't say that. I respect my father too much,
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and that got a good pop, and I was like, all right, maybe I'll keep going. But it was terrible, man. I have it all filmed. I tried watching it recently.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched, like, your old stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, man, it hurts.
I know.
Yeah.
Jesus. What the fuck was I thinking? 2 dogs walked into a bar. Oh, fuck. Whatever, dude. You're just like, whatever it was, you're like, damn, I progressed so far.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Imagine if you're the exact same. Yeah. But, I mean, when'd you start?
I guess, let's see, year and a half. So 2022.
Mm-hmm.
I guess January-ish, December-ish.
December-ish, okay.
December 2021. So I've been doing a year and a half.
Year and a half?
Yeah.
What made you do it?
I was working for this acting school, and my teacher, Kathy Wynn, she's the owner of the school. She was like teaching me how to teach acting. And she's like, you gotta You gotta live, breathe, like you gotta watch acting. You gotta go to shows. You gotta do stuff on the side. So I joined Saigon Players, and then I interviewed Neil. Neil called me. I don't know how he found my podcast, but somehow he's like the podcast guru now.
Yeah.
But he found me, and he's like, "Can I be a guest on your show?" I was like, "All right." And I interviewed him.
Yeah. Check the episodes right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you click on the link.
Right. And he's like, "Yeah, you should. Oh, you're pretty funny. Are you high?" I was like, "No, I'm not even high." And he's like, "Oh, you should go do comedy."
Yeah.
He's like, "Go to Indica Monday night." And I was like,
I bet you get that a lot.
"Well, I was getting it, yeah."
I bet you get, like, people probably think, like, are you high or are you on something?
Yeah, people always say that to me. Ever since fucking high school. Yeah,
So funny.
Even in high school. But yeah, and it just happened. My class ended at 7:30, and Indica started at 8 on Monday, so it was like right around the corner. I was like, doop doop, and I was like, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I knew Jason, Jason Deshawn, that guy.
Yeah.
Mackey, whatever. He was like, I'll coach you, and I was like, wrote a bit, and he was like, no, it's faster. You gotta hit those jokes. He's like very intense person.
Okay.
Yeah, so he coached me, and then he kind of stopped, and I just kept going. Like he's like, I'll go one time with you and make sure you're all right. And I was like, cool. And then I met hella people, and it got addicted, man.
It is, dude.
Yeah,
it's hella addicting.
When you don't do it for like a week or two, you're like, fuck, I need that stage. I need that up and down feeling. Yeah, so that's why I did it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then people are so cool here. Like, we'll talk about the Saigon scene. Like, fucking JK's hella. He's like, yeah, man, come anytime you want. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. And I was getting like advice from him, and then
yeah, JK's the go-to guy, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything comedy related, you want to do a show,
Yeah.
you want some advice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to get on a mic.
Yep.
He's the guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then Ankita gave me my first like real show. Maybe before I was ready, cause I was like, but it was at a freaking 420 show. It was like a.
Oh shit! I heard about that show.
Yeah.
I heard it was terrible. Like.
Oh, it was so bad. Man.
Yeah.
Everyone was. We ate brownies and shit, and I was fucking high.
Yeah.
And it was like this open corridor, like just stoners walking past, and it was just like, it was like, I don't know.
Did you guys do it in the small room?
The first room when you walk in, the first room downstairs.
Oh, the first room downstairs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
At rehab station.
Oh, at rehab. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it was at Brick and Barrel.
Nah, it's at rehab.
Okay.
Cause they had like a whole 420 expo there, bro. They had like tattoo artists. They had.
Holy shit.
They're giving haircuts. Like, yeah, it was crazy.
Okay.
And that was like one of my first ones. It was me, Jack, and fam, James, I believe. Maybe one other person, and Keita. And I took my brownie and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And I was like, let me go first before this gets worse. And I tried to beat the onset of the fucking edible.
Yeah.
I didn't beat it.
Didn't beat it.
It was fun.
That's fucking nuts. That's a good challenge, dude. It's like American Ninja Warrior, but instead it's just weed. Yeah. It's like walk a straight line, fool.
Yeah. I see these comedians, like, I don't know, Little Duval's pretty funny. He smokes before, but he does like a crazy show. He does like songs and shit. Like, it's hard to be high when you go up there sometimes, unless you're just doing an open mic. It's like training.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting high before the show is like.
I used to try to get a little drunk, a little tipsy, get on stage, have all the confidence in the world, you know. But after a while, you realize like this is not sustainable. You can't be doing this every time, you know, because you want to drink after.
Right.
Yeah. The nerves and the jitters don't go away.
Nope.
It just amplifies after you're off stage, and then you're like, oh fuck, and then you just start drinking after. So I mean, and then you get more fucked up. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, and Keita got me my first paid spot too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was maybe like 6 to 8 months in only.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the scene is just so like it's so giving.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. What's her name? Shit. Um, shit. The girl from Korea. What the fuck?
Oh, Simone.
Simone came here.
Yeah.
She's like, damn, you already got. And she did Neil's show. She's like, damn, you already got 15 minutes. You've only been doing this for a year. You already got like gigs. I was like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, wow, that's pretty cool. Because I guess in America it's so crowded, so flooded with comedians, you can't really get stage time. No one's good unless you're like killing from the beginning.
Yeah.
No one's gonna give you like a spot, like a legit spot.
No.
Yeah. So it's cool here. It's cool. Come to Vietnam, guys. Whoever watching this, you know.
Yeah.
If you're from America, we got a tour lined up for you. Do all the shows. JK's got really big acts coming through, and Keita.
Yep. Saigon's it's a burgeoning scene.
Yeah.
Right? There's like a lot of comics already.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna open up the visa situation. So like I'm hopeful that like not just audience coming in, but a lot more other comedians want to come and stick around and help grow the scene a little bit. It's still a really new scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's echoes of like the first generation of people who just started the comedy scene here.
Yeah.
And that was only like I think like 2017 or something like that, or 2016, like really really young.
Wow.
Yeah, it's still trying to figure itself out, So doing something like Kill Soma it's like a no-brainer. I'm like, well, let's fucking let's just like highlight the entire scene in one show.
I know.
Once a month.
I love
Everyone
it.
comes out. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's really an event, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, it's fucking dope.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we thought of Kill Soma. So there's this venue called Soma. It's in D2, and Jesse was doing shows there, and then he gave it to Jeremy.
Yep.
Jeremy went
Other
home.
comedians.
Yep. And he's like, here, you take it. And I was like, fuck, I want to do something different. And,
Yeah.
And I talked to Matt, and he's like, let's do it. And
Mm-hmm.
we started. Yeah, it's really fun. We get like 10 to 15 comedians up there. Yeah, we drink. It's a blast. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like the Saigon scene. Yeah. And let's see. Who's your favorite comedian?
Who's my favorite comedian?
Or who's your top 3, dead or alive?
Dead or alive?
Besides yourself.
Okay. Dude, I mean, I've been a huge fan of Louis C.K. for a really long time.
Right.
Yeah. He was actually the reason. So I went to college for like film.
Yeah.
Like film and production studies and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I was like, into comedy and action movies.
Yeah.
Typical guy shit, right?
Yeah.
But I've been watching Louis like in high school, throughout college. I bought like comedy books.
Yeah.
Never did comedy though.
Huh.
I just wanted to write comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like comedy movies. So Louis C.K. definitely. I've been watching a lot of Mark Norman. You know Mark Norman?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, he's great. He's super fun.
Yeah.
And his style, I like his style because it's like it's quick, it's short.
Yeah.
It's so punchy. Like he has jokes. Yeah. And it fits his style because he has a little bit of like anxiety, like neuroses a little bit. So like he needs like validation as quick as possible when he's on stage. He doesn't like too much silence. So I like watching him because like I can learn like okay, like maybe some of my shit you can cut some of that setup and then just like leave room for a bigger punchline if possible, right? Mm-hmm. And then third one's Dave Attell, man.
Nice.
Yeah. Comic's comic. He's a great strong road comic. I even hear stories where like Dave Chappelle will come in at a show as like a secret guest or whatever, and he's like, oh who's on the lineup? It's like, oh, Dave Attell's like, fuck. All right, put me on after, or put me on before him. I don't want him to kill and then I have to come in after him. Like that's how good Dave is, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. and he's great, dude. That guy never turns off. So like that's another dude who's just like just naturally just funny all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say those three guys.
Nice.
Mhm. Mhm.
Have you seen the Dave Attell and the bumping mics?
Oh,
thing?
bumping mics.
You like
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Him and Jeff Ross.
Yeah, Jeff Ross.
Yeah, I have.
He's pretty
That's good.
funny. I saw him on all the roasts and stuff. And he's pretty funny. He doesn't give a shit. That's why.
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He's like big curmudgeon-y, but like he's great. You know, on Kill Tony when he's a guest.
Yeah.
It's like some of my favorite
Yeah.
episodes just
Yeah.
because he's got so many great like quips. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That dude is a toolbox, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I like watching those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, good top three.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think I like mine. Robin Williams,
Nice.
Patrice O'Neal.
Yo, yeah.
And I love Patrice O'Neal because it's just like talking shit right to your face, and it's just like he's funny. He's funny.
Yeah.
I like him. I like his attitude, his style, and I like Patrice O'Neal on the I guess before podcast or even on the show, Opie and Andy, I think.
Oh yeah,
that?
yeah, Opie and
Yeah,
Anthony.
he just
Yeah.
giving like relationship advice and shit. That was so funny with that shit. Yes.
Yeah. All right, who's your third one?
See, that's still up in the air. Cause Robin Williams, he's like the neighborhood guy that, you know, he was from San Francisco. We used to see him growing up, and he's just like cocaine and fucking yelling and doing voices and just moving back and forth. And so him, damn, three. I would say Dave Chappelle, but that's like picking Jordan.
Right, yeah.
Top three. Like, shit, man. Right now, I like Mark Norman right now.
Yeah, Mike Norman.
I like, there's this new guy, Mexican dude from Texas.
Oh, Ralph.
Yeah.
Ralph Boza.
Yeah, he's funny,
Yeah,
dude. I
he's
like
good,
him.
man.
Yeah. Cause he does like everyday kind of like, yo, my friend went over here and I told him this. He's like, it's like not, you don't have to like.
You kind of have his cadence.
Yeah.
The way you guys talk, you guys
Yeah.
kind of have the same. Maybe it's just that.
Well,
Where's he
seems
from? He's from California or something
I
like that.
think he's from
Or
Texas. Yeah,
Okay.
he's Texas. But he's like, reminds me of friends I used to hang out with and shit.
Right.
Just like,
Yeah, same.
yeah.
That's what makes him likable, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
likability factor is such a huge part of comedy.
Yeah.
Though Patrice, I think he's liked by a lot of dudes because of his bravado.
Yeah.
I think women like him too, right? Because he does have like that cockiness.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all about that attitude, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What do you think you have on stage?
Well, what people tell me, I guess, that I'm likable. I communicate like kind of directly to people.
Mhm.
I get the crowd involved. I look at people and I like, hey, you know, you know what I'm talking about. You know, I bring like a two-way kind of thing, kind of.
Yeah.
That's why I like hosting, because I could play off what the last comedian just said, and I can play with the audience a lot more.
Mhm.
When I do like a straight set, I don't feel as like free to like kind of improv or like call stuff out, because I'm trying to remember my set and I don't want to jump off the train to like make fun of your shirt over there when I, you know, and then I get back into my jokes. Yeah, they bring. That's what they say. Some
Okay.
people. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Why? What do you think?
You?
Yeah.
Likable, definitely. Yeah, I think you. Not to be mean. This is not mean, because people love a bumbling idiot. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah.
Great.
Not saying that you are,
Jeez.
No. I love you, man.
Thanks. No. I know I kind of do play like that. Too.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
real life too. Like I don't take myself too seriously.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Like I say dumb shit on purpose.
Right.
To make people laugh. I got a bunch like that. Like, God damn, I'm stupid. I don't know how to spell action or something. Like,
Yeah.
And it works. It works when I'm teaching English. It works just so people don't take me too. I'm not really a serious guy. Like, I'm fucking having fun.
Yeah.
And you know, I do read. I guess I'm kind of. I know a lot of stuff. I do stuff like I write movies and I do other stuff, but I don't even take it that seriously. Like,
oh, good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like playing that role, kind of. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Bumbling idiot. Yeah, thanks, Matt. My fucking partner. Shit. Yeah.
But it's all in good fun because the thing is, it's just whatever the first impression is, right? Like the thing is, like, I still don't know what my first impression. When I go up on stage, like what do people immediately think? Like why does this guy think he's funny?
Right.
And why is he on stage? And what do I see? A lot of people just see fucking, like, at least for me, like, it's just like, oh, like homeboy hero or a hipster, you know what I mean? Like, just like, okay, let's see what, avocado toast joke this guy's got.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's your look. But your jokes are more. I don't know. I like. Let's see. The one where you did like the burger place in D7.
That's right. Yeah.
I liked your set then because you're just saying like, oh, that's gangster. Like, oh, that's and I was like, okay, I understand. He's using like California and like slang, California terms. You don't get a lot of California guys here. Like, it's good to hear people using my lingo and like knowing the same songs as me and shit. Like, otherwise, fuck, dude, like trying to talk to a fucking British person about Tupac or something. They're like, oh, what is that? Fucking, I'm like, nah, dude. Yeah.
Tupac of what?
Yeah.
No, Tupac of Marlboros.
Yeah. So it's good to have you, man. 'Cause, I can relate.
That's cool. That's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
California's the best. But LA, huh? LA, that's where you grew up.
SoCal, born and raised. Yeah.
Nice.
I like to rep LA as not as like, there's a lot of expats that live in LA that rep LA. I'm like from LA.
Yeah, same with me. I'm from San Francisco. I didn't grow up in Nebraska and move there. No, I was born there. So So LA, what do you got down there?
Like what?
What
do you mean?
county of counties?
We got a ton of counties.
Yeah.
Yeah. I lived in LA County. I mean, LA County is like the biggest county.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's all good, man.
It's all fucking desert to me. Fuck
Yeah.
LA. I worked for the Giants for 5 years, and they fucking beat us, and they were spray painting the Willie Mays statue.
Oh shit.
We had to like protect Willie Mays. Yeah.
See, I don't like that shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I like friendly rivalries, but when you hear like Raiders fans stabbing folks, or like Dodgers fans
Shooting,
like knocking people out and
Yep.
fucking mob rushing people, like mob rushing, by the way.
Yeah.
That's a slang. Like jumping people, I'm like, dude, knock it off, man.
Oh.
It's sports at the end of the day. Like,
I
I
know.
get it. You can talk shit, but don't ruin people's lives.
I know.
It's ridiculous.
I've seen it all, bro. I've seen it. I was security there. I've seen old men getting carried out, too drunk, like, fuck LA, snatching people's hats, like pouring beers on each other. Like, dude, come on, dude.
I know, man.
Your kid is right here crying. Like, relax, dude. It's
Yeah.
just a fucking... My friend was from LA, and he's a big Dodger fan. We go to the game together, we hang out, and we talk shit and have fun. It was like, some people go way overboard with that little rivalry.
Yeah.
It's not that serious.
And I would like to think it was because we got the gang culture in California, but it's everywhere.
Right.
Yeah. Sports fans are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just happens. And the NorCal gangs match the jerseys from the 49ers, and the SoCal games match the jerseys from the Dodgers. Wow, what a great marketing ploy.
What are the odds?
Sell a lot of hats that way.
Yeah.
MLB.
Yeah, man.
Bastards.
I don't miss LA anymore. I missed a little bit of LA moving back out here.
Yep.
But after being out here for about 5 years, and the thing is, like, you know, even though we're in Southeast Asia, Saigon's like pretty metropolis of the city. You have like a diversity of people, diversity of food.
Yep.
And I thought going back home, I'd be craving Mexican, I'd be craving In-N-Out, I'd be craving like every types of food, right?
Yep.
That isn't, you know, that's out there.
Yep.
Wasn't the case.
No.
I was craving hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't get the same beef hot dogs out there as you do, or like from here as you do out there. Like it's just, it hits different in the States. I don't know what it is.
Right.
Yeah, those glizzies.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Dodger dogs.
Dodger dogs.
Fuck that.
Yeah, dude.
Never had one, never will. Yeah, there's something, like, you know, like a big ass hot dog, sauerkraut, fucking jalapenos, ketchup, and spicy mustard and relish. Yeah, I miss that.
What's a Giants hot dog? Is they call it a Giants dog and it's not even a hot dog, it's just a bun because...
No.
Is it fucking vegan?
We got really good food, bro. We got, actually, the number one, we got crazy crab sandwiches.
Crab sandwiches?
Yeah. They're
Oh,
like
fuck.
sourdough buttered with fucking like crab on there, bro. Just so good.
That sounds good.
Yeah, they're like 20,
That sounds legit.
$25 or something.
Whew.
Not for me. I had one every day, dude.
There's a dope spot in SF where they sell like Creole and New Orleans food, Brenda's.
Yeah.
Yeah, that place is fucking legit.
On Polk.
Yeah, on Polk. Their shrimp and grits.
That's my favorite.
Dude.
I've wait in the line. I give
it.
it shit. Brenda's is hella good. Yeah. And you'll be so full you couldn't even eat the beignets later. It was, get the beignets to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good spot. Damn, I'm hungry.
I know, they need a spot like that here with, like, you know, those old, like, it's a line. Sunday morning, there's going to be an hour wait.
Yeah.
You're sitting in the line, you're like smoking, hanging out with your friends. Hopefully you get a parking spot. Like that, I miss that kind of stuff. But there's stuff like that here. Like you said, there's good Mexican place. You could get Italian. You could get expensive French food if you wanted. Like,
dude, even Japanese food out here is fucking exquisite.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And it's very affordable because we're so close. We're so close to Japan.
Yeah.
And then two, a lot of the Japanese fish come from, or like, you know, seafood either comes from like parts of Southeast Asia. So it's like, while it's going up to Japan, they'll just sell some over here.
Yeah.
And it's, so I mean, you know, get the best.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you get like the actual cook. You got like the actual cook setting up the restaurant.
Yep.
And then you have like, shit, Vietnamese people can cook, bro. They can cook. I don't know if you're born with it or, because my friend back home, V, his mom.
Shout out to V.
V, what's up, V? And Long, what's up? His mom would cook, and then like we used to go crabbing and get crabs, and we call V, we got crabs, like hurry up, and he'd come cook. And
Oh shit!
The best, dude. Yeah. I don't know.
Damn, dude, just have a homie on dial.
Yeah, dude.
Just on speed, just like, hey,
Bro.
we got it. That's cool, man.
He had the plug, dude.
Yeah, no, I grew up with it. My family, like, they'll just cook like bunryu in these huge vats, and we'll have it for weeks. They're like inviting family from out, you know, from all over the city, just like eat some because we're not gonna finish this. So, had the banseo, which is like the yellow crepe, you know. Yeah, always had that. That was huge. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, the food here is ridiculous. Okay, today I was driving my motorbike, and it was early in the morning, and it's just some lady on the side, literally like 1 foot in the street, 1 foot on the curb with a little cook, like wooden cook thing.
Yeah.
And she has like she's making not pancakes, waffles, bro.
Oh,
and
yeah.
she's just like using a real fire. She's got a waffle maker. She's just like flipping it, and she's probably like I don't know, 70 years old lady. And
Yeah.
I'm like, how long has she been perfecting this recipe?
That's
And I
right.
see her mixing and like making the waffles, and you just drive. You don't even have to get off your bike. You stop by, you be like, let me get 2 waffles. Boom, boom. It's probably like 50 cents.
Yeah,
and it's
dude.
just like, damn.
You ain't had a waffle unless you had a street
Yeah,
waffle.
yeah,
Yeah. You had some like old Vietnamese lady making you
yeah,
a waffle.
dude. I was about to stop. I wasn't even hungry. I was like, damn. I want.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's so cool here.
And
Yeah.
a little bit like, kind of reminds me of LA because you know we got people selling like fruits on the street,
Right.
right? You got those fruit vendors,
Yeah.
which they do out here too.
Yeah.
But like you know, obviously they got way more types of variety of even street food.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what else is in LA? Like yeah, just fruit and I think like Dodger dogs. Oh no,
Right.
street like street dogs, like LA
Yeah,
dogs,
yeah.
right?
We have those in San Francisco. After the
Yeah.
club, they're like, they just pull up and they got
Yeah.
the grill there, and it's boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. A $10 hot dog never tasted so good.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So LA. So you went to college for film, huh?
Yeah, I went to college for film.
Nice. What
Yeah.
school?
Cal State Fullerton.
Okay.
Go Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was cool. It was cool. I was like a super senior.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't that good at school, partly because I was working too. Like so every semester I'd flip. I'd go full time for one semester and part time work,
Yeah.
and then I'd flip it where I go full time work and then part time school. So it took me a little bit longer, and but yeah, man, it was a good time from what I remember. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Worked a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you gotta do nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to college, work at the gas station or some shit.
Exactly. I mean, you know, a lot of my friends, they went to school and then they had dormitories and
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like they had the whole college experience,
Right.
but I went to what's called like a commuter school
Okay.
where 80% of the students they go and then they leave. Like
Okay.
no one sticks around on
Right.
campus.
Is that community college? That's it.
It's a state college.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's a
Okay.
state college. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like 80% commuters. I didn't really make much friends because
Yeah.
like after class, no one's hanging out. Everyone's like, yeah, I got work.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty, blue collar, like, average Americans have to like, support themselves, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Going through college.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was fun. It was good times.
Yep.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
graduate,
I graduated.
so you have a film degree.
Yeah, I got a film degree. Yeah. It was funny too because the film degree is not technically under like an arts degree. It's under a communications degree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, because we weren't that big of a school. And then when I started working in the industry, like in the film industry out there, like I was meeting kids that are from like USC,
Right.
UCLA,
Right.
huge film schools, right? They had all like the best tech ahead of its time.
Yeah.
And I was getting into school right when DSLR cameras were coming out.
Yeah.
All of them already knew how to use that shit.
Yeah.
I was still using DV tapes.
Yeah.
Remember that
yeah,
stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was taking film in the year 2000.
Okay.
basically. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all DV tape. You
Yeah.
film it, and then you have to
Yeah.
bring your tape into the machine
Yeah.
to digitize it.
I was just telling
Yeah.
someone about this the other day. Yeah. I used Final Cut 1.
Final Cut.
Final Cut Pro
Wow.
1, bro. The first version. Yeah, and you put your tape into the VCR.
Yeah.
And then it uploads into the computer. It's called capturing. And then you could set it up on the timeline.
Mhm.
Yeah. I used a 16 millimeter. Crank it.
Yeah.
And it's handheld. And you had the light meter and all that shit.
The whole thing.
Yeah. Now it's just like, bing. Now you go, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
so much easier.
Is this like a AV Club podcast? What is this?
It will be.
It will be. Yeah.
I like talking film.
Historical film shit right there, man.
Right.
Yeah.
So
But no, yeah. After I graduated, I did that.
Yep.
Yeah, and then it was tough, dude, because I had like a decent job at the time,
Yep.
but the hours weren't as flexible.
Okay.
So I'll have producers hit me up and be like, "Hey, can you come to a set tomorrow?"
Yeah.
Right? And I'm just like, "For how long?" It's like, "Oh, it's a 3-day shoot." You know what I mean? And it starts from like 8 a.m. and ends to like 10 p.m. You know, are you available? And then dude, I'm like, dude, how am I gonna tell my boss? You know, every week there's a possibility that I can just like not be at work.
Yep.
Yeah, for weeks at a time. Yep. And I just couldn't do it. I couldn't hack it, man.
Yeah. Yep. It's tough to like, you got a job that's paying you, but
yeah, dude,
this is like what you really want to do is like not gonna pay you, or it doesn't pay you as much.
Yeah.
And you gotta like put hella hours into just to get your name there, and it's not like guaranteed money, and like who knows, you may have 2 months with no work. Like
it's unstable living. I wasn't looking forward to be like a waiter or anything like that, right? Like because dude, I don't know. I just did. It was tough in that aspect of like getting into the industry, where like if you're just starting out, if you don't have like a cushioned, like you've saved up money or anything like that, or if you had like someone bankrolling you a little bit before you got started, it's so difficult, dude. Yeah. And you hear like success stories of dudes living in cars before they like got their big break or whatever. Yep. And I'm like, yeah, you're one of like 100 people that are still waiting for that. So I'm like, nah, I don't like those odds.
I know. That's why why I moved here, because like I had my own business. I was chauffeuring. I had my own car, my own company. But I wanted to make film. I wanted to write, but it's like you gotta work way too much in California. You gotta have a full-time job, right? Yep. And then sometimes a side hustle as well. So out here, the rent's a lot cheaper. I can work half day and then write for the rest of the day. Do comedy, make movies and stuff. That's it. A lot of people ask me, why you leave California? I was like, well, shit, the rat race, man. Get out.
Yeah. This is the biggest hack you can do. If you got the fucking balls to do it, because I know a lot of people say they want to do it, but they haven't made that jump. Yeah. But if you have the balls to do it, it's probably the best thing. It's like in the Matrix when like Neo like gets into the pod and he like rips that shit open, you know what I mean, for the first time. You're like, oh fuck. Like it can seem scary like that at first, but then you get used to it, you know. The dude in the pod next to you, he sells, you know, waffles and shit. And you know, you kind of build a life in that realm, but you gotta just take that plunge, dude. Yep. Yeah, because I remember my first year coming to Vietnam, it was tough. I got scammed left and right. Yeah. I didn't speak Vietnamese, even though I'm Vietnamese American. Yeah, like my parents never taught me Vietnamese properly, so coming out here, you know, I got hit with all the foreigner tax. I got hit with the coconut scam. You know the coconut scam? It's out in D1. These guys have like the rickshaw thing with the coconuts on both sides, right? And me and my buddy were just walking down the street, and the guy was like, "Would you like a coconut?" We're like, "Oh no coconut." You know what I mean? And he's like, "Oh no, here, yes, for free." Yeah, he's like, my day is done. These are just leftover coconuts. Yeah. And we're like, oh, for free? Oh, we'll pay you a little bit. We'll pay you something. And he was just like $500K for 2 coconuts. Yeah. And we didn't know any better. And that's like $20. Yeah. Right. So we just gave him $500K, and then we realized like, what the fuck? We paid a ton of money for this shit. Yeah, the guy scammed us that way. Yeah. And then I got caught with a shoe repair scam. Yeah, those guys walking around the street, right? Yeah. And then they don't give a fuck. They'll like grab your shoe and they'll point at something and they'll start cleaning it. And then you ask them like, no, stop. It's like, no, it's okay. Very cheap. It's not cheap, folks. It's not cheap. Yeah, don't kick them, but just run away. Like, you don't want to get in trouble, but I got caught in that shit too. And I was wearing sandals at the time. I was wearing flip-flops and the guy still got me. That was the worst part, dude.
Flip-flops.
Yeah.
$5, no, $10. We're like, fuck, never mind. Yeah, you gotta stop them before they start. Yeah. This dude, I was eating on Boy Bien the other day, because there's a food place right on the corner that's huge bowls for $80,000. I go there during the day, and I'm sitting there eating my pho, and this dude comes up behind me with one of those massage things like, zzz.
Oh yeah,
And
that's a new one too.
Yeah, he starts massaging my back. I'm like, nah, dude, no, no, no. And he's like, it's okay. And he's like, fucking massaging me. I'm like, bro, no, stop it. I was like, go, go. And he got all mad. I'm like, bro, I know what you're gonna
Yeah,
do.
dude.
You're gonna be like, give me some money and fucking get scammed. Yeah.
They won't even do a happy ending too.
I know.
Yeah.
I would have asked right on the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I got the coconut scam in Hawaii actually.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. There was this lady chopping coconuts, and I was like, "Oh, I want a coconut. I've never had like a fresh coconut off the tree before." And she's like, $20. It's like, sure, fuck. I'm from San Francisco. $20 is like, that's. I'll pay $20. And my friend was like, hell no, dude. Fuck that. You're not paying $20 for no coconut. It's fucking, it should be like $2. I'm like, $2, bro? That's like a bottle of water. This is from the tree. And he's like, no, that's too much. She just found that coconut. She gets it for free. I was like, you know what? The lady was all mad. Like, why you stopping blocking my business? I was like, here, just fucking keep it, okay? Just, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
So the coconut scam is worldwide.
Yeah, worldwide, dude.
Yeah.
Gotta watch out for those folks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it basically little scams here and there. You're not gonna get like robbed. Like,
No.
Like if you go in the wrong hood in LA, like you're fucking.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, they'll ruin your day. They'll ruin your week. Yeah, man.
All right, $20. I could get it back, but getting stabbed by a fucking Crip. No. That's life. That's lifetime scars.
I rolled a stop sign once and I got pulled over by a cop. I didn't see the cop there, right? Mm-hmm. The dude was taking way too long. And the reason why I rolled, I told him too, I'm like, my house is just right over there. Yeah. You know, I'm sorry I rolled this, but I need to take a shit.
Yes.
Yeah, and the guy would not let me go, dude. Yeah. Not trying to tell a shit story, but I didn't make it. That's all I'm saying. I didn't make it. These fucking cops, dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was my line when I was a cab driver. If I ever got pulled over for running a stop sign,
yeah,
like, I gotta take a shit, dude. Like, come on, hurry up. I gotta go. Yeah, that works.
Well, it works for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did not work for me. That guy did not give a fuck. He
yeah.
gave me a fucking ticket and everything. Not even a warning. Damn. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, didn't do that.
Never again. That's why I moved to Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so much better than the cops here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Any violation is like $10. Like anything. No license, no helmet. I've never got drunk driving, but like everything's optional and bargainable.
Yeah, dude.
Like, sorry, I don't know what you're saying, and just drive off. Yeah, people do that. Yeah, you just drive off on the cops. I don't recommend it. I pull over.
Follow the rules, I guess. Yeah. Don't be stupid. Yeah. Though there are things you could, yeah, you can finesse your way out of certain things. Yeah, it's very doable.
Let me check our time.
Yeah.
You know what? How is this not working? Okay. Oh, cool. Wow. 45 minutes already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else we got. So, LA and in Saigon. So why did you move to Saigon? I mean, of course, you're Vietnamese and but a lot of my friends, I've told a lot of my Vietnamese friends I'm living in Saigon. They're like, "What? What are you doing there?
Mm-hmm.
So why did you come?"
I have the same experience too. Yeah, I have friends and cousins. Yeah, who are just, they see how I live, and they're like, I don't know if I could do that. Which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
But I moved out here. So before moving out here, I used to live in the Philippines. I got a job. A buddy of mine was like, I can't pay you the same, but I can pay for your housing, and then I'll pay for like your breakfast and lunch, right? Basically, because I was doing work for him, and then so I was out there for 3 months, lived that kind of like that digital nomad lifestyle, and just dude, I mean, fell in love with Southeast Asia in general, right? Like, weather's great, things are affordable, and honestly, like, like as an Asian guy coming from the States to Southeast Asia, the other thing too, and this is just like, the guys only, like I'm like my attraction level like shot through the fucking roof. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, people were like, people thought I was handsome and all this stuff, and they weren't trying to get anything from me. They're, you know what I mean? I was like, pick of the crop kind of thing. And I was like, this is blowing my mind. You know what I mean? So not only that, so it was like affordability, and then like the freedom to kind of do whatever you want, career wise and hobby wise, and even dating wise, right? Like, you just have a lot more availability of these things. And then so I came to Vietnam on a whim. I was at a business conference in Thailand, and then the same buddy was just like, have you ever visited Vietnam? I'm like, no. And he's like, oh, well, let's just like do a trip out there for 10 days and then before we go back home. And I was like dreading it because I knew nothing about what's happening in Vietnam or what's going on. I still thought it was like dirt roads and like, rice hats and all that shit, right? Came out here, came to Saigon specifically, and just blown away. It's like metropolis city, and like all the hems and alleyways and like the unique architecture everywhere. It was a great cultural mind fuck in all the best ways. You know what I mean? Because you can go down to like a dirty alleyway, like it's all wet, there's garbage, there's families living, and then like you turn a corner and it's like this like cocktail bar, right? Playing like sweet jazz music, everyone's dressed to the nines, and you're like, what the fuck? Like this is like just like this little tucked little hidden gem, and there's like hundreds of these. You know what I mean? And it's just cool. It's just cool to be able to explore in that way. And internet's better out here than in the Philippines. Traffic is actually better out here than the Philippines too. Like, don't believe the hype. Like, traffic out here is not that bad. It looks crazy if you're not around it often, but like it's actually quite nice. Right. Like that was the big thing, because I went back to the Philippines maybe last year, and it took like 40 minutes to get a Grab. Which is out here, like, sometimes no time. Like they're right outside waiting for you. So but yeah, I mean, that was the reason. Like, I wanted to just keep that lifestyle available for me. I didn't want to move back home, because when I did move back home after the Philippines, I was living in K-Town, Koreatown. I had like my little like one studio. There was like, dude, I mean, it was like dangerous, and I was cold, and I was like, what the fuck? What am I doing, dude? What am I doing in my life? Let's just go back to Southeast Asia, once, it's like that, what's it called? Like once your eyes open, you can't go to sleep kind of thing, right? It's like once you've experienced doing the living, because I know people would come out here for vacation, but when you actually attempt to try to live out here, it's a different experience, dude. You have way more fun. Work-life balance is a lot better, right? Like you're all people who are older than me look way younger out here. Because of like no stress, no anxiety. For the most part, at least, right? And this is just the expats, keep in mind, it's still a developing country. There, I do try to like, not to like flaunt my shit so much. You know what I mean? Because locals, they live here. So.
But you don't have to flaunt, because
you don't.
Like back home, if you're wearing like the same shoes for a year, everyone's like, God damn, bro, those old ass Jordans you got on. Like, oh, those shoes are hella dirty. Like, no one cares about that type of shit here. Like, it's way more. Like, people don't even, like, you don't need to wear fucking your best watch, or like your fucking nice jewelry, or like whatever. Like, you don't have to wear like the freshest gear every day, like, because no one's really tripping off that. Like,
dude, and I'm from LA, man. Everyone's trying to stunt, everyone's trying to front something, and right? Like no one wants to talk to you unless you look fly, unless you like look apart,
right?
Whereas out here, it's just like no, they want to get to know you because you're a fucking human, right? And that's what's nice about it. It's just like you don't need to be super anything. Just be yourself, and people are interested, and you end up becoming interested in so many other people. Yeah.
And I don't know. I've never really hung out with like Europeans or like different. I mean, there is some back home. I mean, it's very. Everyone kind of stays in their own little groups, but it's not really. I never would hang out with like a English dude, a fucking whatever, just all different kind of people all together, and no one's really tripping, like just like locals, foreigners, people from here, there, everywhere, and then just meet up at the bar, and
you do have to learn how to speak more formal English.
You can't
really use too many slang.
The Cali slang, they don't understand. I really had to dumb it down.
Yeah, but I mean, but it's cool. Yeah, you're right. You know, we can be sitting in a group, like drinking, and it's like Australian guy, South African, British dude, right? And then like it's like some like a Russian woman, and and then you just have a whole hodgepodge of like all these different people, you know. Yeah, and they're all black. That's the crazy part. They're all black people. I'm just like, this is insane.
Even the Russian.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's super cool, man, cause you stay in America your whole life, you're never gonna like experience. You're not. I mean, you'll talk to other people, but like, it's like an international community. This whole planet. So like, you meet people passing through. They're like, "Oh yeah, I'm going here. Like, I'm here for 2 weeks. Like, what's up?" Like, and
You're talking about here.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
Here. Yeah.
Maybe traveling in general, but getting out of your comfort zone. And, because you're right. My eyes were open. I'm like, holy shit, I can work fucking 3 hours a day and live in a fucking nice ass apartment. Like, what is this? This is not real. This is crazy. I could have a fucking swimming pool and all this shit. I'm like, wow, okay. Yeah, it's like imagine how much that would cost in LA or San Francisco.
Dude, I know, man.
Yeah, you'd have to be like a techie.
Like my rent, and this is pre-COVID, this is pre-inflation, pre-second recession, right? Like my rent at my studio is $1,200, and that's now like my monthly expenses. My entire month I can versus just my single rent. So and I'm staying in like a 2-bedroom. There's a pool, there's a gym. Like downstairs there's grocery stores and like cafes. Yeah, man, it's just like, it's nice. Why do you want to replace that by going back home in some way? I don't know.
I'm saying. The rent, I was calculating is like 5 to 10 times more expensive back home. And if you can make the same money here than you're making out there, that's like your money's times 10 or times 5. Only thing expensive if you want to eat like Western food. If you want like a burger, okay, $15 maybe, $10. But I'm sure it's even more expensive now back home. But like you could order anything, bro, straight to your house. I could eat lunch for $2.50. And be full as fuck. Like some nice Comtown or whatever. So if you make the same money, if you're a digital nomad, if you're you got a little money saved, you just want to fucking leave the rat race. I came out here with like, I don't know, I had like, not that much money in the bank. And I just came out here and I was like, boom. And my friend was like, you could live in my apartment, bro. I got a fucking 64-inch TV, marble floors. I was like, what the fuck? How the fuck? He's like, it's just $1,000 a month. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I was paying rent. Oh God, like the shittiest places. Like it's like damn,
Yeah.
okay, this is nice. All right, I think I'm gonna stay.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's cool.
I always recommend people just do it for a year.
Yep.
Yeah, just try like get yourself out here, do it for a
Yep.
year. If you don't have a job, like get a teaching gig.
That's
You know
what
what I
I
mean?
did. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you'll realize really quick how much better the lifestyle could be.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That's 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 exactly what I did. I came here for 3 weeks. My buddy was like, "Dog, I'll get you a teaching job. Just go look." And I found one. They're like 9-month contract. I was like, "Oh, I'll try for a year." Went home. I was like, same old shit. Like, I'll come back for another year. Yeah, and I just kept coming back.
mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was like, why? I can have time to write, do what I want to do.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, love it, love it.
Cool, man.
Where do you want to go now? You staying here for a while? Saigon?
Yeah, indefinite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Saigon.
Yeah.
I think the big reason why I kind of want to stick around is because I just like the comedy scene out here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to grow it. I think
Yeah.
we're doing a good job growing the scene.
Yeah.
Want to put it on the map as
Yeah.
like a destination. So like if any comics ever want to do like a Southeast Asia tour, like
Yeah.
would love to have Vietnam be a
Yeah.
part of that as well. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm tying my roots from here too. So it's just
Yeah.
like, yeah, the complexities of even me being a Vietnamese person born outside of Vietnam. It's new.
Yeah.
Like I'm like of the first generations trying to figure out what that identity is,
Yeah.
right? Because the war was still so early.
Right.
Yeah.
You're like first generation Viet Kieu, kind
Yeah.
of, right? Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
And there's like a lot of other Asians in America, especially. They've kind of like established themselves and their identity, but the Vietnamese Americans, we're still new. It's like what we're gonna copy the Chinese or the Koreans. Not to get like super specific on the race stuff, but it's just like, yeah, it's like how do you kind of form an identity that's like, yeah, that hasn't existed before you.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, because like before the war, there were no Vietnamese anywhere
Right.
other than Vietnam,
Right.
right? And then after the war, like we all went everywhere, and then it's just like, okay, like how do we develop something that didn't exist where we were at,
Right.
right?
And
So
and that's still the first generation, because I was what, like 85-ish, I guess, or 75.
yeah,
But then
yeah.
Vietnam was like closed, super closed, and then opened back up. Just
Mhm.
yeah. So it's all like this generation. Like your parents, they were the ones. They're like the first ones to leave, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, it's like, and it is they're forced, or not forced, but you know what I mean, like they felt like they had to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was unstable, it was violent, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
uncertainties are happening. It's just like, yeah, like we have to fend for ourselves, and yeah. So they're the first to leave for sure.
Nice. What are your parents? Are your parents supportive of you coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
They didn't expect me to stay out here this long though.
Yeah.
Yeah. They thought like, oh yeah, he's gonna do his eat, pray, love shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, discover yourself, then go back home and, you know what I mean, try to figure out your life in California.
Yep.
And I'm like, no, I'm going to figure it out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of want to live life on easier mode.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, I think the people back at home, it's just that whole miserless company thing. They're just like, oh, like,
Yeah.
you can't hack it out here. I'm like, you're barely hacking it out there.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, if I'm gonna, I can't, I'm gonna stay out here and just, be softer, I guess.
Well, it's not even. It's like you're not even trying to hack it. Like I hacked it. I fucking hacked it already. Like it's hacked. It's been hacked.
Yeah.
You know.
It's flourishing now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think the energy in Vietnam is awesome, dude.
Yeah, it
like
is.
that high energy feel, like,
Oh God.
yeah.
God, I went back home and I was like, damn, these streets are empty. Like
Mhm.
what the hell? like, what? This is so quiet. Like, oh my God, yeah. The energy here is like addicting. You go outside, you gotta dodge motorbikes. Like, you almost get hit, like, on your way. And, like, the adrenaline.
Yeah.
Like, you have, like, 10 close calls every time you drive.
Dude, I actually got hit today.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, on the roundabout in D1, getting onto the bridge heading to D7, which I keep forgetting to use the back way to get to D7.
I know what you're talking about.
Some guy clipped my front wheel and I went, oh fuck, and I fell over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was like, God damn it. Yeah. So I mean, shit happens though. Shit happens. Yeah.
So I say, don't drive too fast, because if you fall, you're going like 20 kilometers an hour and you just roll and just fucking pick your bike up and go. Yeah. See, little shit like that. Like, you might have a little scrape on your knee or something. But,
you don't have to drive too when you first come out here. There's plenty of like ride share shit that you can get. It's very affordable. So it's hella cheap.
Hella cheap. Yeah. Love it. Oh shit. All right. Thanks for coming on, Matt.
For sure.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Can I plug Kill Soma one more time?
Yeah, go.
All right. So if you're ever in Vietnam, we do Kill Soma. It's a 60-second comedy show where we have a panel of 3 comedians that talk to them after their set. Super fun. We do it once a month. If you're ever in Vietnam, check it out. Check out Soma Saigon for events and details. And if you're ever down to do it, you get a free shot. And then if you pay to watch it, you get a free beer. So check it out.
Yeah, and Matt's the man. He does the editing. He does all the like media promo. Yep. I'm gonna link all that stuff in the bottom. Check it out. It's fucking awesome. Kill Soma. Yep. And you got a show. You got like 2 shows coming up or 1?
That's right. I have and I have another show with I'm opening for Ahmed at Café La Stagiaire. Yeah.
The French place.
Yeah. I'll be having that show too.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's been fun, man. Thanks.
Yeah. Cool, bro. All right. XOT Podcast. Watch it. Thank you.